What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul. This is the Leeds Therapy. Thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. As the title suggests, this is the preview for the top of the table clash between Leeds United and Sheffield United overall. So we're going to go into the usual stuff that I like to go into. So things like we're going to look at injuries, lineups, heads to head, past six, the head to head at Bramall Lane. Top players, Sheffield United strengths, Leeds United strengths, insights, top scorers are going to be in there as well. So, yeah, it's just to give you a bit of a better understanding of the two teams, how they line up and everything that goes with it. So I'm going to hop on to the first thing that I generally tend to look at, which is the injuries overall. So currently at the moment, for Sheffield United, Shackleton's out with a foot injury. He's not expected back until March. Kiefer Moore's out with a hernia. He's not expected back till late March. And Arblaster is out with a cruciate ligament injury. He's not expected back until late July. And then for Leeds United, you've got Wober, who's just had surgery, so he's not back until late June-ish time. And you've got Bamford, who is currently nursing a bit of a setback with the hamstring injury that he had, and that is looking likely to be early March-ish when he's actually back overall. So when you look at it in terms of lineups and everything and how the teams generally play, overall Sheffield United use a 4-4-1-1 formation. Leeds, as we know, the tried and tested 4-2-3-1 formation. I think in terms of lineup and who's going to be playing, I actually think for Leeds United, that's going to be the way that we see it. I think that Tanaka's going to start in midfield with Ampadu, Solomon, Aronson and James. I know Solomon hasn't been training as much this week because of obviously the big, strong challenge that he took during the game against Sunderland. Overall, it's the team I'm happy with. So Bogle's on a bit of a tightrope when it comes to getting another yellow card and getting a suspension. So we'll just have to wait and see how that one actually pans out itself, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it should be okay. So when you look at it in terms of, you can see there, 1 and 2 are playing. When you look at it in terms of previous 6 meetings overall, Sheffield United have 2, Leeds United have 4 overall. When you look at that, but when you drill down into it for a little bit more information in terms of the way that they work. Within the last 6 games, so it goes all the way back to 2018. So you can just see there, Sheffield United 2-1, Sheffield 1, and then we won 1-0, and then Sheffield United won at Ellen Road. We then won again at Sheffield United. We then won 2-1 at home, and then 2-0 at home as well. So overall, you can see there we've got a win percentage in the last 6 of 67%. Sheffield scored 4, we've scored 7. It just shows that it's not as kind of clear-cut as what we think it potentially could be. But the interesting factor now when you look at it is in terms of actually at Bramall Lane, so how that's actually gone at Bramall Lane. So when you go back to March 2011, Sheffield United have got a 2-0 win. February 2018, 2-1 win, and then 1st of December in the Championship, we have a 1-0 win, and then the last time we played at Bramall Lane in the Premier League, we also have a 1-0 win as well. So overall, at Bramall Lane, it's 2-2, so the game should be, supposedly, according from a statistical point of view, should be quite tight overall. Then if we take a look at the overall player ratings, so when you look at Sheffield United, they've got Hammer, Souza and Burrows as their top 3 players. We've got Firpo, Solomon and James as our top 3 players, so our 2 wingers are our 2 strongest players. Goals-wise, we know they've got Hamer, Campbell and Raksaki, so 7, 6 and 6. Pirot, James and Aronson, so we've got 14, 10 and 8 in terms of the goals that are scored. Assists, so they've got O'Hare, Hamer and Brewster, 6, 5 and 2. And we've got Solomon, Firpo and James, 7, 7 and 6. So not too dissimilar from an assisting point of view. We are scoring more goals overall in terms of our top 3 on that basis. So what I wanted to look at is overall, let me see if I can find it. I like to talk about the strengths and the weaknesses of each side. So when you look at it from Sheffield United's point of view, very, very good at creating long shot opportunities. They're very good at creating chances using through balls. They're good at shooting from direct free kicks, finishing scoring chances, counter-attacks, good at protecting the lead. They're good at stealing the ball from the opposition, very, very good at aerial duels, and good at defending set pieces. According to statistics, this team has no significant weaknesses, so we'll have to see how that pans out. They like to control the game in their own, in the opposition half. They're short passes, they attempt through balls often, they're aggressive, and they rotate their first 11 on quite a regular basis. So I don't know whether or not you look at that and think, well, maybe that's maybe an indication of not having a settled 11 overall. But then we look at us as a team, finishing scoring chances, very strong. Counter-attacks, very strong. Creating chances using through balls, very strong. Creating chances through individual skill, very, very strong. So you look at people like Piru, you look at people like Solomon, like James, Tanaka at the same time as well. We're very good at defending set pieces. We're very good. We're strong at attacking down the wings. We are strong at creating long shot opportunities. Very, very good at protecting the lead. As it goes on to show, if we score first, generally speaking, we don't lose. So apparently we have two weaknesses. One is aerial duels, and the other one is, which with Kiefer Moore not being in and with his hernia problem, that might stand us in better stead. So we are not very good at avoiding offsides. So our style of play, I've been through this before, short passes, we attempt through balls, control the game in the opposition's half, sounds very similar. Possession football, attack through the middle, attacking down the left, a la Solomon. We have a consistent first 11. We're non-aggressive, and opponents do generally, as I said, tend to play quite aggressively against us overall. Insights-wise, when you look at it from the way that Leeds have played and the way that Sheffield United have played overall. So Sheffield United have got 7 goals in their last 5. They're ranked 2 at home this season. I believe we're ranked 3 now. And Hamer has created the most big chances for Sheffield United with 9 overall. Then you move on to us. We've scored 15 goals in our last 5 matches. So that's averaging 3 goals a game in our last 5 matches. Yes, the 7-0 skews it a little bit, but still. We've won the previous 3 matches that we've played against Sheffield United, and Dan James is ranked 3rd in big chances created in the competition with 13 big chances created. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't think this is going to be a walk in the park. I am confident in the game itself, but we have to look at it in terms of it is number 1 playing number 2. If we look at Sheffield United's last game, they played against Luton. They didn't play particularly well in the first half. They do have individual players who can cause you problems overall, so we have to watch out for those. We are going to have to be on our A game. I said with regards to the lineups that I can see it being Tanaka and Ampadu in midfield. I can also see it being Tanaka and Rothwell as well. So, listen, nobody's going to know until the game comes out. I can see... I'm confident. I'm not going to call it. I'm confident. I'm not going to be big-headed, but I am confident in the way that we play, and overall, just in terms of the way that we do things as a team. And just one of the things that another thing that I wanted to highlight, just in terms of top scorers. So if you look at Championship 24-25. Footmob rating for Cannon and Perot. Cannon's got a 6.65. Perot's got a 7.03. Cannon's got 9. Perot's got 14. Expected XG 9.13, 10.58. Assists, Perot has 6. Cannon has 2. Matches played 33. Matches played 26. So they are even, I would say, on that basis. But like I said, I'm confident going into this game. It's another big game on a Monday night that means a hell of a lot. I think if we win this game, it really does put us in an immensely strong position, not only for the title, but for also to get promoted to the Premiership as well. But this being Leeds United, we know what can happen. That's going to do it for this one. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please don't forget to click the like button. If you're also new to the channel, subscribe, put your comments in, all of that kind of good stuff. Take care of yourself. Most importantly, take care of each other as well. And yeah, hopefully I will see you Monday night as a happy, happy boy. Thank you for stopping by. Cheers.